more details about what happened this morning. Actually, as you said, it's a truck filled with explosive, and it was driven by someone who entered the hall at 8:30 a.m. at the moment that these police students, it's a police academy, were gathering, and it's the coastal police. So the Marine, if I may say so. And he activated his charge, and we have more than 60 dead people. We have more than 100 injured. And we know that it's the first time that it happens in Zleten. It's the first suicide attack in Zleten. There has been fighting among several groups around the town or in the town of Tarhuna, not very far away. And with the town of Misrata, of course, because Zleten is like 70 kilometers away from Misrata. Misrata, which is loyal to Tripoli and not to Tobruk. So there was ongoing fighting, but this is a first for a kamikaze attack. It's really a first, and it's the first attack that causes this much casualties.
There's been no claim responsibility yet, but is it likely to have been the Islamic State group, which has been moving east in the hope of gaining control of oil fields?
We're not talking about the same region, because we're closer to Misrata. It could be the Islamic State because that's their modus operandi. That's the way they function. They are the only ones up to this point that they are using suicide attacks in Libya. It could be them for many reasons. As you said, because they are making a push towards the east, even if it's not the same region. So it goes in the dynamics of the fight, because Misrata, the town of Misrata, the militias of Misrata supported the militias defending the oil facilities against the Islamic State. So it could be a kind of retaliation. It could be that, or it could be just business as usual, if I may say. So, because they are fighting everybody there, and they already fought with people with militias from Misrata many times. They fought with them to take over Sirt. They fought with them to take over Naufaliya. So it's the same dynamics of the same war. Because the Islam, if of course it's claimed by the Islamic State, it will prove that it's also the same dynamic as in Syria, as in Yemen, and even as in Afghanistan, where they are fighting everybody in order to install their order. Because for example, the forces of Fajr Libya are close to the Islamic Brotherhood. And Haftar is the military, and they are fighting both. They are fighting Haftar in the region of Benghazi, they are fighting him in Derna, and they are fighting people close from the Islamic Brotherhood in Misrata and today in Zleten. So it's a full-scale war that they are fighting there, following a very precise plan thought by them, by the leaders of the Islamic State more than a year ago, because they sent people to Libya. They sent one of the most prominent military leaders, an Iraqi, to Libya in order to organize things there. He got killed by the States on the 13th November after a strike by drone in the town of Derna, which proves they are putting many of their assets in order to have a stronghold in Libya, which goes in a parallel way of what's happening in Syria and Iraq, because the plans are more than a year old. It's not because of losing ground in Iraq or elsewhere that they decided to go to Libya. The decision to go to Libya was taken by the end of 2013.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for that analysis, Wassim.